Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video. I hope you are well. First I'd like to wish long life to Ros Greenhill, whose husband Cecil passed away. And we want to wish for Shalema to Reuben Samuels and to Mike Lawrence. We hope they both have a speedy recovery. This week's Sedra Kedoshim is full of mitzvahs, full of different commandments, mostly between people. The famous "V'ahavta l'recha kamocha," love your neighbor as yourself, is included in Kedoshim, and one of the commandments is called Ola, which is where God tells us that when you plant a fruit tree, you cannot eat from that fruit for 3 years. It's called Ola; it's forbidden. And then in temple times, year number 4, you would take what was called Neta Ravai. You would take some up to the temple. And only in the 5th year would you really start eating from the actual fruit itself. And the lesson is that we don't have to have things straight away. Sometimes we can be a bit patient. In fact, the Medrash compares it to, it says one of the reasons for Orla is because when Adam Harishon, was put in the Garden of Eden, he was put, we're told, on the 9th hour of day 6 of creation, and he was supposed to wait 3 hours to eat from the tree, from the forbidden fruit, which according to many opinions was actually a vineyard. And really he was supposed to wait until the end of that day and sanctify the wine, make wine and use it for Kiddush. But he didn't. So therefore there was, so to speak, 3 hours that this fruit was eaten ahead of its time, and therefore that's represented by this mitzvah Ola, that we wait until the fruit is ready to be eaten. We don't rush, we wait till it's ready to be eaten and only eat it after the 3rd year. We also find in this week's Sedra another mitzvah which tells us, al hadam, which is we can't eat from meat until the blood is drained out. We can't eat any what's called any blood. You all know, we're very careful. We have a salting process even to draw out blood that might be on the surface of the meat, and we don't eat meat. We don't eat any blood. We wait until it's fully drained out. And again, that instills with us the value of patience. We're used to the idea that sometimes we fast, sometimes there are times we can't eat, and it's all there to try and encourage us not to be slaves to our desires for food. Right? We live in a world where everything has to be instant. If I want food, I don't even have to get off my chair. I can go onto an app on my phone, Uber apps or Uber Eats or Deliveroo or whatever, whichever one you use. I click a few buttons, it arrives at my door, right, and it arrives straight away. That is a very modern concept, right? We want instant gratification. Yet the Torah teaches us that often in life, it's far more valuable to do things with patience. If one needs a job, don't just rush into the first thing. Have a good look around, take advice, see what the best options available are. In a relationship, one has to take time to give it commitment and to build it. One cannot expect things to just happen overnight. Of course, we say Rome wasn't built in a day, and sometimes the Torah in these mitzvahs is stressing upon us. You don't have to have the fruit the first minute. Right? Learn from Adam. He couldn't wait. You show that you can wait. Don't be a glutton that you can't wait for your meat. Let the blood drain out. Give it time. Don't just rush and have to fulfill your desire straight away. In the yeshiva of Kelm, in the Musa movement, they teach themselves ethics. They would call it shviras harotza, breaking the will. Sometimes even after a fast, they wouldn't eat straight away. They'd say, we're not rushing down for the food. We'll take it slowly. Right? We'll give it another 5 minutes just to show that we're not slaves to our desires. That's an important lesson. We live in a world which is very materialistic. Everyone needs everything all the time. But actually we don't. As I once read a great quote, He said we have to learn to want what we need and not need what we want. Slow down. Let's be patient and do things in the best possible way, and that will be better for ourselves. Wish you all a wonderful Shabbos.